Hey everyone, I'm Mine, and this is set number 71719, Zane's Mino creature from the upcoming Summer 2020 Wave of Ninjago. This set contains 616 pieces and will retail for $49.99 in the US. As always, please leave a like on this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. We're getting towards the end of the new set reviews, but there'll be more reviews in the future, and until then I'll be producing other types of content, like reviews of older sets and just all kinds of stuff, Ninjago related and just LEGO related in general, so subscribe to stay tuned for that. Now let's get on to this set. Zane's Mino creature. Why is it called that? I hope we find out when the season airs, but it's a rhino, clearly. Not a rhino creature though, it's a Mino creature. I assume a Mino is probably some type of creature in the Ninjago universe that is essentially just a rhino. This is our first taste of one. So to start off, this thing is pretty good looking. Like, it's got, I love the head. The head shape is excellent. The legs are well shaped too, though they don't have much posability, and the front legs can only move at the foot. This is like, it moves a little bit, but that's just because I'm shaking it. Like, it doesn't actually have any range of movement. Only the foot in the front has range of movement. Back legs are much smaller, don't look as good, but these can actually move. You can turn those all the way up, have them kick back, or other way around. You can actually have it do a 360 spin. So posable legs in the back, but how much does that matter when you can't move the front legs? So I don't love this in terms of posability. It looks good, but posability just isn't the big thing there. I assume this is supposed to be a tail in the back. It's just a Lego hook piece. Unless it's like this is a mechanical creature, this literally is supposed to be a hook, but this is back here to represent a tail. Okay, it's cute. Other side's exactly the same. Front legs don't move except for at the foot. Back legs can do 360 spins, so he'd be very athletic in the back and not very athletic in the front. The one like play feature of this build is if you push on his back right here, his head could stick up like that. Now, I find this really funny because you can like headbang to a song. I did that on Instagram. Go follow my Instagram at BricksByMind and at MindIRL. Shameless plug, but you just have a headbang like this, and I find that really funny. I don't know why, but you just... It's really dumb, but it's... It's a fun feature, but I think the intent behind this is you could say have an enemy in front of him and you could just launch it, or knock it down, I suppose. I guess the short ones aren't the best to use, so we'll just use Cole, pretend he's the bad guy, and yeah, it doesn't work super effectively, but I think that would probably be the intended purpose. Yeah. Yeah, that's something. His mouth can also open. That's like the one other place this creature can move is at the mouth. It does look good with the open mouth, I guess. Would that make a difference with Hidden Cole? Yeah, there you go. If he has an open mouth, you could just launch him. Alright, let me grab the camera and move you a little closer. And as I got in close, I just realized his horn had fallen off, so I've just reattached that second horn right there. If you've already commented about it, thank you, but I fixed it. I caught it before I finished filming the video this time. But I love the shaping on this head here. It's very well designed. It does look like a rhino. It reminds me a lot of Firefang, because that was a very well designed creature. It definitely looked like a snake, and this does look like a rhino. This horn piece is cool. It's just like... I don't know, this piece has existed before, but it works as a horn here. I like how that works. There's the mouth. There's what it looks like. It's got little teeth here, which I think is funny. The way they did these eyes is really interesting, because as you can see, there's one on each side. But I suppose it's cheaper to make one big printed piece than two smaller ones, because if you take this apart, you can see he actually has 4 eyes here. Just one is always covered up, and that's just so they can use this piece on both sides instead of having to make 2 different mirrored pieces. They could just make one piece with 2 eyes that you just cover up. Just something interesting I noticed with building. I've never seen LEGO do something like that before, but I found it funny. It doesn't get in the way of the build at all, though. Like, when you have it covered up, you can't even notice. Like, there's no way to see the other eye, so it's just something funny I noticed. Here's the shaping on these legs. I think this might be a new piece. I've noticed it in a lot of these new sets, and I've never noticed it before, so it may be new, it may not be new, but they use it a lot. It's in black here, and it's on both shoulders, and it's also on the back legs here. This back does not look great. It's because the play feature to push the head up is right here, but yeah, that's not great looking. I don't love these pieces right here. It just feels very not covered up. I feel like they could have had something over top of this to cover that up, because that is not the prettiest. His back legs, as I said earlier, are just small. I guess it's accurate to a rhino, maybe, but I feel like they should have done more here. There's the hook tail thing. Here's everything from the other side. Again, identical to what the last side was. It does have these blue diamond pieces throughout, which I do like. Those look good, but yeah, good shaping in this leg. It's just no posability, so not much to do there. There's also disc shooters in his shoulders right here. There's one on each side. I'm not going to shoot it too far because I don't want to lose the piece, but you can push back on this piece right here, and I'll shoot out this disc. So, oh, that missed my thumb. Now I have to go find that. Okay, then up here we have Zane's seat, where Zane will sit or stand to control the Mino creature. Crossbow just fell off. You got flags here, same design on each, but it's a sticker, it's not a print. Two little things right here, I suppose those are for his weapon and his shield. Yeah, they're for his weapon and his shield, so you can just put the crossbow and the shield right there, and you can have him sit instead of stand. And I think that'll do it for the Mino creature itself, so let's move on to the side build. So the side build here is another part of the board game. It's not the biggest one, but it's also not the smallest, so I think it's a decent-sized addition to the game for a set of this size. Couple tiles right here with stickers on them, two of like the green arrow tiles, and then one of the skull tiles, and another green arrow tile right here underneath this spider. And then up here you have an X, which I believe the X means to trigger an action because this could just flip like that. So I suppose if you were here in the game, you would fall and you would die. We have one of the blades here, the Ivory Blade of Deliverance, question mark, right here. This is where it's kept. You get at least one of the swords in each set, and this is where this one is kept. I think this is good. It's nothing all too spectacular, but it looks good, and it's a nice addition to the game. I appreciate that it's included at all, unlike the Firestone mech where they just don't include anything really. A little bit of lava jutting up here to hold up this tile. I think that's cool. And then in the back, we've got a green gem and just more lava. I like this. It's cute. It's not the best part of the board game, but it's still good. Set also includes one spinner die and a player tile. I've gone over these before, so if you want to see me like react to these for the first time, go watch my Journey to the Skull Dungeons video. I do want to point out though, this is different than every other player tile. There are 5 others of these included in sets, and they're all identical to this. This set is the only one to come with one like this, and I don't know why it's different. It's not a big deal, it's just mirrored and everything is just down one, but it's just so bizarre that this is just such a weird difference. Like, why make it different? Why is this the one set that doesn't come with the same player tile as every other set? It's just weird to me. I just thought I should point that out. So yeah, this is the one that comes in this set. So now onto the minifigures for the good guys. We have Zane and we have Cole. This is the cheapest way to get Zane. If you don't get this set and you want Zane, the only way to get him is the Journey to the Skull Dungeon set, which is $100. So this is definitely the most affordable way to get him. If Zane's your favorite ninja and you don't have a ton of money and you want the new Zane, this is the set to go with. Also comes with Cole. This is also the cheapest way to get him. He's the main character of this season, and he mostly comes in pricey sets, so this is like a good affordable way to get him. Gone over these before, but Zane I'm very mixed on. I like parts of the suit, I don't like other parts. Cole I love, he's probably my favorite of the bunch, him or Nia. Excellent, love this figure. Here they are with everything removed. You can get a slightly better look at their torsos and their face prints. It's the same standard face prints they've gotten since Sons of Garmadon, so nothing too interesting there. And there are the backs of their heads and their back torso printing. I actually really love Zane's back torso printing. I said this in my other review, but I like that. I just love the blue tied around the satchel on the back. I wish they'd done something like that on the front because that ties the blue in with the gold really well, and I don't feel like the front does that too well. In terms of the bad guys here, we have Gleck and we have Ginkle. Don't like Ginkle's name. I don't like it at all. These two figures are identical, except Gleck has a quiver and this, like, goblin ear hat thing. Well, this guy just has a hood, so he's definitely the more interesting one. And he comes in Woo's Dragon, so you could get him for cheaper. This is the cheapest way to get Ginkle, but as I said, he is just Gleck with a hood, so you could just get the one from the $20 set and put a hood on him if you really prefer Ginkle, but this is the cheapest way to get both, I suppose. So that's cool, I guess. Ginkle comes with size, and Gleck comes with this stud shooter crossbow that was introduced for The Force Awakens. Same torso prints, as I said, same legs, and they both have an alternate face and a back torso print, but they're the same on each, so I'm just going to show you Ginkle's because he's easier to take apart. So that's what they both look like, that's what both their alternate faces look like, and that's what the backs of both their torsos look like. So overall, I think I am a little disappointed by this set. The shaping of the creature is good, but there's just not enough to do with it for $50. It's definitely a good value, right? Like 616 pieces for $50 is good, definitely. And the size is there, and I like the side build, but I think it could have been executed better. The play feature's fun. I love how he can head bob, but it's not fun enough that I can really recommend it for $50. Minifigure selection isn't all too great either. It's cool to get Zane and Cole in a smaller set, but this quote-unquote smaller set is still $50. So honestly, in my opinion, you'd be better off with the Fire Mech or the Journey to the Skull Dungeons, which are sets I prefer, which aren't too much more money compared to this, and you get more figures. I wish this set came with a third ninja or something, because it's got the same number of figures as the $30 set, Journey to the Skull Dungeons, and one less ninja than that set. So maybe if they threw in Kai here, since he's one of the rarer ones, the set would be more desirable, but as it stands, it's a good set. There's just not too much to make me recommend it over other sets. But if you're buying on a budget, if you don't have the money for one of the bigger ones and you really want Zane or Colt, this isn't a bad set. You could still get this and get your money's worth. I just think there's probably better options if you're a completionist like I am. But those are just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you like this set? Do you not like this set? What would you change about this set? How would you improve it? Let me know. If you enjoyed this video, please press like and subscribe if you haven't. There's more content coming soon, I promise. Daily uploads. That's what I do. And I think that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.